Okay, this is going to go on the QRZ website. This one's going to be for sale. This is my Icom 7300. I purchased this back when they came out, shortly after, and it's had all the, I think up until maybe a couple months ago, the last time I checked, I believe it has the most recent firmware installed in it. It's in, I'd say that it's in good used condition. Let's just say that it is missing the screw for the ground lug. I do not know where that went, but you can find a screw that'll fit in there. That's not a big deal. I do not have the factory box anymore either. I don't know what happened to it, so that's not included. But we will box this well. It will be protected, and there won't be any issues with any damage in shipment, and it will be insured as well. The only thing I ask is when I ship it, I want there to be a signature on delivery, just for everyone's safety. I don't want something like this being left on the porch or anything like that. So just realize that the shipping is going to be what it is. I use Pirate Ship in most cases, so if you're familiar with that, then you'll understand that there are some savings there. So this is the top cover here. So it's not pristine or anything. It's definitely been a used rig. At one time I had a mounting bracket on it, so you can see some marks there. Let me show you the other side of it. There is an area where one of the screws stripped and it wouldn't come out. So this used to be mounted on a desk that had like multi-levels. So this was mounted kind of hanging down at a bird's eye view. It was pretty cool when it was mounted up there, but I no longer have that desk. So I was unable to get that screw out. There's not an issue with it will never fall out and fall on the circuit board or anything. But someone could probably take a drill bit and go right through and get that out, but then it would just unfortunately ruin the threads for that mounting bracket. So just realize that you'll probably never be able to use a mounting bracket with this one if that pertains. Now, I don't think too many guys really worry about that. It does have a power cord, although it has kind of a short lead, but this is included with it. You can see it's going over here. I have a couple wire nuts going, so it is fused on the hot and the ground side. Actually, it looks like the hot side could use a little bit of a rework there, but it does work. So I'm assuming most guys would have a power cord already for another HF transceiver of some sort, or you could buy a new power cord. They are kind of expensive though. I apologize for the dogs barking. But it is able to be powered and used with that cord. Just be careful. You might want to address that hot lead a little bit more. But I'm going to demonstrate how the performance of it on all the bands so that we can see that it's doing the proper power. One other thing to mention here is the factory mic is a little scratched up and stuff. Again, this radio's been used. You will also notice if you take this mic connector off, there's there's a little bit of damage to the mic connector. I'm not sure how that happened, but so you have to be careful when you put it in. It will go back in, obviously, because it came off, but sometimes you have to play with it a little bit to get it to plug back in. What I would recommend is probably put it there. See, it goes in pretty easy. Maybe terminating a new 8-pin round plug on it, or use a different microphone or something. But the microphone works, so we can show you that. Test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. So obviously, we're getting audio and everything coming through, so there's no issue with that. But it's just something I wanted a potential buyer to be aware of. We can go, whoops, I'm sorry. We can go into the function menu and go down to others and information version. Here's the version that it has in it right here. If you already have one of these, or you're just looking to look on the YouTube, because this is going to go on my YouTube, yours might be different, but that's the version that's in it. This does have the Mars mod done to it, if that concerns anyone, you can transmit outside of the amateur band on it. So for instance, we could hit transmit and it's going to transmit here, or like here. I haven't really used it there a whole lot on any of the outside bands. I have used it at times, but its general purpose was more for HF. Actually, a lot of just for listening. I do a lot more listening than I do talking. So that's been shown. There's no SD card on board. I'm not going to include an SD card. So it does have, when I did the last update, it does have a FT8 preset. I apologize for him doing that. I know it's really annoying. So let me get on with the show here, I guess. So mic gain's up all the way, RF power's up all the way. This is the 10 meter band, and we're using an LP100A here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3. So you can see it's doing the rated power out. I'm going into a 50 ohm Bird dummy load that you guys can't see right now, but it is terminating into a dummy load. Here's what it looks like on the Spectrum analyzer. It looks really nice. That's upper sideband, FM, 100 watts there. RTTY, same thing. And then AM, a little bit more than 25. I think it showed about 25. Yeah, close enough. So that's 10 meter. This is 6 meter. I'm not sure if this LP100A will register at 6 meters, so bear with me on that. I'm not entirely sure. I think it does though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 6 meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm picking up like some birdies or something throughout the house on certain frequencies. That's what that spectrum spectrum display is showing. There's something going on around 50 megahertz. Not really sure what that is. It's probably something generated from some of my test equipment or something. So unfortunately that's what it is. FM, we can check the frequency of it too. So it's working well. FM power. Again, I'm not sure if the LP100A is supposed to supposed to register power on 50 megahertz, so we'll just call that what it is there. And there's the 100 watts, there's 10 meter, so that's perfect. I'll just move through the bands here so everybody can see what it's doing. We'll go to FM. There's the frequency, here's the power, 103 watts. Upper sideband. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. I guess it would help if I was in peak envelope power. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. Hello radio, hello radio. So that's working. It works fine. 15 meter. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll go to FM. Not that that really matters here, but that's good. AM, again, not that it really matters, but it's picking up sound. Sometimes the fan ramps up when you transmit. Here's 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. FM. That's good. Here's 20. 20 meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 meter right here. And FM. That's good. What is this? 30? Is it? I've never used this band, but there's its power, there's its frequency. I don't think we can use voice on 30. 40. 110 watts on 40 on FM. When you see the carrier, you know we're on FM. Here's lower sideband on 40, where we should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here is 75 or 80. We can go down to 80, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people call the whole band 80, but it was brought to my attention by some of the friends I have that are a little older than me, more like my parents' age in the hobby, that they used to call it 75, the upper portion there. Then that's the portion I have privilege at. So I'm only a general class operator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. So a little bit higher power there for a second, and then it calmed itself down. But yeah, it seems to be a little more willing to do a little more power here. So 112 on 80, and then 160. So I have no antennas for 160, so not that I'm on an antenna, but of course my wife has to decide to do house chores when I'm making a video. It's how it goes. But here's the power output on 160. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello, radio. So that's working good. I'm going to hook it up to my HF wire antenna, and we'll just show that it's got good receive. Everything's working good there. So just 1 second.
At home, 21-0 versus Florida.
Alright, here's the AM broadcast band. So that's working good. Obviously I have my reference up a little too high for here. Or I have preamp on or something. No, preamp is off, so just the reference is up too much. So obviously that works. So we'll go right to the band. And we need lower sideband. Of course, when you get this radio, you know, you could configure it. Whoever buys it could configure it however they wish. There's probably nothing going on here this time of day. It's daytime. Probably nothing here either. And of course, we'll find more. There's somebody.
Don't have any mango. Don't have any cilantro.
Noise reduction.
I guess I'll just throw
And
that
play with
grill.
it. So that's working. Tuner.
Yeah, I think so.
So the tuner works. It really doesn't need to be tuned for these frequencies. I'm running the my antennas. It's the 75 through 10, I believe. So I would have resonance on this frequency. So 40. I like to run the reference level down sometimes. I like to see the blue. Tuner. That works.
Sorry, Mr. Brandon, you're...
We're getting blasted with signals here. I guess FM is partially the problem. I was doing those tests showing everybody. You could also run an attenuator here instead of doing this. It's kind of user preference, but
If you would, I can go ahead and put you down in the log though as a contact and go to kf4l.org.
17. Attenuator's a little too aggressive. So I like to use this and just turn it back some.
Socket down maybe, a half inch from the chassis. So you get that air flowing. Air goes through that gap. And help cool that 807. So as long as I talk, those 807s are going to need all the help they can get. So we'll let you know, Ken. So we'll look for you tomorrow. It's been a lot of fun. KA5RHK. Here's W7YO.
I just heard him yesterday. He was on 12 and he was running an AM transmitter. That guy. Familiar voice. It's a small world. You hear a lot of the same people on different bands. Didn't get a chance to work them, but... That's out of band stuff right there. Not much on 15. 12. Not much on 12. I think 10 is open. Yeah, 10 is open. So it's kind of, I know it's kind of a boring video, but...
That's okay. Anyway, Donald, you put a good signal into Florida. You're about S6 here. A very comfortable S6. It looks like 10 meters is in pretty good shape. I've been hearing stations in Europe and Africa and even in New York. Little old New York. Anyway, we're having a good day. Back to you, Donald. W8CP. This band has been very active here the last couple of weeks. Whiskey Echo 6 Alpha will say top the afternoon from November 5 Alpha Mike X-ray.
So that's gonna wrap it up. I mean, it's in working condition. Everything's working on it. I don't, when I sell things like this, obviously it's used, so I don't want it back. Let's just put that out there. I wouldn't be selling it if I wanted it back. So when I sell these type of equipment, it's sold as it is. I've showed it, I think, way more than probably what anyone else that would sell a used radio would just post the pictures and, with the call sign on QRZ and stuff and kind of leave it up to that. But hopefully a potential buyer got what they're wanting to see out of what I've shown. Again, I don't have the factory box, so I can't include that. It's going to come with the mic, obviously the radio, and that short power lead, and hopefully the potential buyer would have another power lead that they can use that's going to be a little longer and suit their needs. But this is fine for, like, if you wanted to buy this radio and take it outside to the park or something and use it. That's probably long enough to hook up to like a battery or something like that. Obviously lower power would probably be needed anyways in a outside on a battery power configuration anyways, but I'll leave it up to the community to decide what they want to do with radios when they get them. So it's been a fun radio. I've enjoyed it a lot throughout the years, but I'm ready to part ways with it. So I think my price will be pretty attractive on it, and hopefully someone will get it and enjoy it. So 73 and look for it on QRZ.